my bunnies, it's Tiffy's Trinkets here, and today I wanted to do for y'all something a little different than I usually do. I like to do behind the scene videos. I've done a video similar to this before, and you'll see it on the same playlist if you watch it from the playlist. I think this is called my behind the scenes playlist. I'm pretty sure that's what I called it, but it's just anything that I do that's like technical or business wise, filing, packing, other things, etc. I do have another video idea planned soon to do recently. Oh, Lord, I cannot talk. But that's another day. I just wanted to do a real-time video of how long it takes to pack an order. Specifically, a larger order. And by larger, I mean 3+ sculptures. When I hit at least 3, I consider it a larger order. Last week, I got one sale, and tonight, which is Sunday night, I got a second sale, Sunday night, February the 9th. I think that's what it says. Hold that thought. February the 9th. Okay, but I'm actually going to be standing up and moving around my room very sporadically and showing you exactly how long it takes me and telling you exactly what I do to pack my order. But let me just show you what I'm packing. I'm not going to show you their information, like their packing information, but I am just going to show you exactly what I have to do and how long it takes, just so you know, hey, this takes almost as long as making it. Because people don't always think about, she has to pack this. Yeah, I have to pack this. But yeah, let me just tell you the things I'm doing first. The things I'm packing first. Again, this was a 3-piece order. I am actually packing one extra order that I got tonight, like I said. I don't know if I'll show that in the video or not. Probably not, but I just have it here because it's about to be packed up too, because Monday morning I'm going to send all of this to the post office and have it mailed out nice and quick. I try to get everything out as fast as possible for you guys because the love you give me, I want to give back. Anyways, lost my train of thought. I'm kind of scatterbrained. But, and I don't do a video like this normally with me going to be walking around and showing my fat this much. So, bear with me if you just see fat the whole time. But, you can deal with it for a little bit of time. Anyhoozles, a father messaged me this past week about a potential order for his son, but he needed it as a rush order. So I had about 4 or 5 days to make it, and then it has to be at his house by the 22nd of this month, and it's the 9th, so it's going out on the 10th. That doesn't give it very long to actually ship, but hopefully this will be just enough time for it to ship. Standard shipping in the U.S. takes 2 to 5 days, so I told him this should be just enough. It also gives him a couple of extra days in case something gets delayed. I hope it doesn't take longer than that. If it does, I'm not responsible for shipping delays, but I do what I can. Anywho, the 3 things that he wanted was Deltarune sculptures from the sequel game to Undertale, and he wanted 3 of the ones that I had listed, and I did not have any of them made. I had to make them all to order, which also took a lot of time. Obviously, you won't be seeing any of that in this video. It's just going to be me packing. I'm talking too much because this video is going to be very long. But first off, I did Noel. Secondly, I did, oh god, what's his name? Jevil? I think his name is Jevil, the jester type character. And then last but not least, my boy Lancer, who is one of my favorites and so cute with that little tongue. I gave him the same kind of tongue I have. I don't know if y'all guys noticed this, but I have a forked tongue, and I give all my sculptures forked tongues, or whatever you want to call it, snake tongue. It's where you have a slit on the end of your tongue. Now that I've grossed you all out thoroughly, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm just going to cut real quick. That was just dust, not a ghost. Don't worry about that. I'm just going to get into this real quick, and I'm going to cut right here and get the camera resituated, and then we're going to start packing this up. Let's get in there. Alright, and back. And now we're going to go ahead and grab the box that we need, which for a larger order, I use a 7x7x7 box, which I'm going to grab it from down below. You're going to see me go in and out of the frame. And there we are, a 7x7x7. And I'm going to fold this. Always put the number on the bottom where you can see it, so you can see the size of the package that I use. My hair is going to get in my way the whole time. Who else hates the sound of cardboard scraping against itself? Am I the only one? Alright, next I'm going to get packaging tape, which I use the old handy dandy duct tape, standard packaging tape. And then I'm going to take the package and I'm going to set it here on my handy dandy table. I'm going to move the sculptures into the safe zone so that I don't knock them over inadvertently and destroy them. I'm a maker and a destroyer. Alright, so now I'm going to set this on the table, and I don't know, maybe it'd be easier if I just pan you guys down for this part. Is that better? All you can see is my fat? Anywho, we're going to take this, close this in where the numbers are showing. Take the tape. Take it where the line is on the box. Make sure we get it down smooth on the side. Pull that bad boy across. Maybe I should have live streamed this instead of recording a video. But I wanted to record it and see how long it takes me to actually do this. Now, this is going to sound very loud because my tape cutter sucks. Anytime you hear me actually cutting the tape, I have to push down so hard. You're just supposed to push down. It's supposed to cut. Mine doesn't do that. Alright, now that we got the sides of the bottom taped up, we're going to flip this. I'm going to get you guys back up. It is late at night too. It's currently 12 o'clock at night. My mom's sleeping and she has work in the morning. Hopefully I'm not going to wake her up. Next, we want to prepare the bottom of the package to make sure it's protected too. So I'm going to grab a plastic bag, which I just keep over to the side. Just the standard Walmart bag or somewhere you get from any store. I just take it and fold it once hot dog style and then once hamburger style. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then your grade school has failed you. Then in the square shape, it goes in the bottom of the box for protection. Next, we can go ahead and start getting these sculptures wrapped up. So I'm going to grab my box with my bubble wrap in it. Got a little bit of extra bubble wrap right here too, so just going to set that here with my packing tape and grab the other box. Again, I'm going to be in and out of frame a little bit. This is a box that I specifically just keep cotton swabs, cotton balls, bubble wrap, and worms, as Graveyard Girl calls it. Little crinkly pieces of paper, which are, I'm not sure what they're actually called. But anyways, that's for packaging, decoration, and protection. We're going to start packing, so I'm going to grab my scissors, if I can reach them, so we can cut off a piece of bubble wrap. Don't do this at home, kids. Not like I'm doing it. Don't just be waving around the scissors. So I got a pretty good sized piece right here. It's got a little rip in it, but that's fine, because I'm about to cut right down the middle. And then this will be able to cover two of the sculptures. Don't cut towards your hand, like I was just doing. These sculptures are larger in nature, too. Not all of my sculptures are that large, but since these are pretty darn big, I like to have a lot of bubble wrap for them to be in. If I can get it cut. There we go, there's two, and I need one more. See if I can grab an excess piece from down here instead of this big roll. That's still pretty big, so I'm going to be lazy about it and just go ahead and cut this anyways. I mean, I got 4 sculptures, so this probably works for the best. Like I said, I still have one more order that I literally just got like maybe 30 minutes ago. The Cookie Bunny sculpture, which was on the last chance sale in my Etsy shop. If you don't know, I have an Etsy shop, if it's not already blatantly obvious. But whenever I have sculptures that I've had for multiple years, because I've been on Etsy since 2014, if they're older and I need more room to store them. I will reduce some of my really old stuff down cheap. And, well, I'm going to lay all 4 of these pieces here. I know that might sound weird, but I'll do a separate video later on how I actually store my sculptures, and that way you'll completely understand why I have to reduce things and make room. And let me get out the cotton balls real quick. And there's the cotton balls. And these are just for extra protection. If you're wondering how I got the idea on how to pack my Etsy orders, Dragons and Beasties, she's just amazing. And she's so helpful to anybody who needs it. She does what she can. She's a human. She can't help everybody. We're going to grab a handful. And we're going to need more of those, so I'm just going to sit them down in the box we're packing in right now. Well, actually, I'll set it in front of it. Luckily, this table is a pretty good size. And I'm going to grab one of them to start with. I'm going to grab Noelle. My bad. And we're going to take her, and we are going to place her. Let me see if I can get us adjusted down real quick, shall we? So, now we're going to be on the floor, and hope to God this foam doesn't fall on my face. If I didn't shake the table, we would be fine. But we're going to take this on the piece of bubble wrap, and we're going to take cotton swabs and gently place them all over her body. Actually, I like to do it, if the piece of bubble wrap's laying like that, I like to lay it like this, so I can wrap it around her, kind of like a burrito. So I'm going to start with her body, then I'm going to move to the sides right here. Might be hard to see with my hand in the way, but I kind of have to hold it in place as I'm working. Then I'm going to put 2 more on the other side of her, then one up here, or I'm going to stretch this out a little bit, get it nice and loose, and stretch it over her face like so. And I'm going to get on my knees because my feet are hurting. And there we go. That looks pretty good. Decent enough. I don't put any on the back because the bubble wrap's mostly going to be on the back, so I figured that's fine. I hope you're enjoying this view. And then we're going to take it and we're going to make sure that's in place, and then burrito roll her. Burrito roll her. Make sure you get a tightly wrapped burrito. Another sound that's not too pleasant, bubble wrap. Squeaking on itself. Not the popping sound, that don't bother me. It's the squeaking sound I don't like. Then, I'm not going to use this tape for this part. I have to tape the bubble wrap shut. I'm going to use standard clear tape. I don't like the frosted kind, I just like the clear. And you see where this fold is? I'm going to press it down, put a strip along the seam, and then just tuck that in. Let me see if I can re-angle this up just a hair. That's somewhat better. I can get more of my face in here. This is the weirdest angle ever. Well, you guys are really getting to know me for this video. Alright, but now we got to seal the top and the bottom of this. Can't just leave that hanging like that. So I'm going to push that in, and we're just going to put a piece of tape on the top and the bottom. Sometimes with this I do have to put multiple pieces of tape, not just one wrapped over it, but one looks to be good. Now we're going to do the same thing with the bottom, just tuck it in, and then get another piece of tape. And voila. And then we got one wrapped up. I'm going to cut for a minute, get back up, and then we can get to a more pleasant viewing experience. And I'm back. Now that we got said burrito, and you can see the back right there, but it is safely wrapped in the bubble wrap, and that's the more flatter side, so I don't mind that showing as much. We're going to put said tiny burrito into our gigantic box. And I like to line them up accordingly. At least like one on the side, one on the other side, one on the top. And then if there's 4, so on and so forth. Again, these are dust particles, not ghosts. Don't be scared. They are not ghost orbs. I don't want any of y'all commenting saying, oh, her house is haunted. No, it's just dusty. And now I'm going to do the other 2 sculptures like this, but I didn't want to do it all on the floor. It felt really awkward looking up at y'all like that. That's just me. I'm going to grab the next one. Next we're going to do Jevil. And we're going to do the same process here, but I'm going to show it to you and talk to you anyways. I'm placing it on the bubble wrap, grabbing a handful of cotton balls, and I'm going to do the exact same process and get cottony particles everywhere in the air. And now I'm going to place them on his legs, on his stomach / face, boop boop, on the right side, on the left side, and then one on the top, which I'm going to stretch out a little. If you're wondering why I'm doing that, it's just because the top, like with Noelle, she had antlers, Jevil has the hat, and I need it to stretch across all those pieces and be nice and secure. Alright, tuck that in nice and tight. Extra cotton ball going back in the bag until I'm ready to use it. And now I'm rolling my burrito. Nice and tight, making sure these cotton balls stay in place. It always looks like a jailbreak scene. They're always trying to run away from me. And then once I got that, get our handy dandy tape. Little piece. You probably don't need as much tape as I use, but hey, why not use it? Put it on the side of the seam of the plastic, like so, and then tape it down. Oh, that was a bad sound too. Finger on tape. Didn't know that would be bad. Okay, make sure that's pressed in there nice and tight. Now you can see the back again. The front is fully cotton balled. We're going to pinch and curl and get more tape. And I ripped way too big of a piece, so I'm going to take it, re-stick it back on there, and re-rip it off and save that piece for the other half. If you ever do that too. Just set it back onto the seam and rip off the excess that you want. And again, one more time. A little curly curl. Actually, I probably needed a bigger piece for this. Yeah, that didn't even hold. Good job, me. Good job. I had it right the first time, and then I was like, no, I don't need that much tape. Other side. Taperino. Be a little more sparingly this time. Tuck it, fold it, and tape it. And when I tape it, I always try to tape in the center of the actual piece. It just seems to keep it better, lock down better. I know sometimes the edges will stick up, but I think that's pretty well secure. I try to keep it as secure as possible. Now I'm going to place him in the box diagonally across from the other one. Let me see if I can, yeah, diagonally across from the other one. And now we're going on to the last one of this large order. And this is my boy Lancer. And I'm going to do, guess what, the same exact process. Wonderful, isn't it? And again, we're going to start by grabbing a handful of cotton balls, laying my boy on his little piece of plastic blankie, his bubble wrap blankie. And we're going to start with the cotton balls. One on the body. And he's a short boy, unlike the other ones, so I'm just going to stretch out the second piece for his head. One on the head. Two on the side, especially near where his arm is. That arm that sticks out to the side, I know that's part of his character, and so is it with Jevil, but they're super sensitive to breaking. I used to do Five Nights at Freddy's really big back in 2015 when it first came out, and Balloon Boy was literally my worst enemy, not in the game, but in real life, because he didn't want to ship safely. And I've had bad experience with him. Recently, in more years, I've learned toothpicks and wires to keep it more secure, but that wasn't until recent years. Reese's years. Ah, yeah, delicious. And now I'm tucking him in, telling him a bedtime story. Tucking and rolling the burrito. There we go. Again, same as before. Back you can still kind of see. And now we're going to get this taperino. I like a nice weighted tape too. We love a weighted girl. And I'm going to push down these cotton balls nice and secure. And fold the flap over towards the back. I don't think I said that earlier, but I fold it towards the back because it's more secure that way. Like I said, that way there's more bubble wrap on the back that's kind of showing back there. Pressed it back. Now we got to press down and tape the bottom half. Ooh, that sound. It drives me bonkers. And now we have a nice little secure burrito. And I see there's a lot hanging off the side, so I will put an extra little piece. I know this video is going to be a super duper long, and it's going to take a super long time to upload. And long enough to record, but this is the literal struggle I go through every time I pack an order. A jumbo order, might I say. Alrighty, and now I have them in kind of like a T-pose kind of shape. I don't want to tilt it too much and then they fall out, but you get the gist. One on top, two on the bottom. And now I'm going to grab my packing peanuts. And here's my gigantic box of packing peanuts, which ignore that the box says pizza on it. It does not have pizza, it has peanuts, but not the edible kind. And I buy my packing peanuts from the U-Haul packing company because you can get a giant biodegradable bag of packing peanuts that is like $5 or $6. It's super cheap. The bag's almost as big as I am, and it lasts me usually a year to 2 or 3 years, depending on how many orders. But luckily, since this year has been so amazing, and I'm so grateful that I might be going through packing peanuts a little bit faster, especially when you see how many I'm about to put in this box to keep these nice and protected. I'm going to grab them by the handful and just make it rain, as the meme says. Oh, now I sound old. As the meme says. I'm not that old, y'all. I'm still in my 20s. Somewhat. I'm still in my 20s for real, though. And we're not even halfway there. Still making it rain. Fixing the tape on the outside of the box. And I got a little extra tape to the bottom of the box for security. Sometimes I like to add an extra layer. But I won't put you guys through that. I'm just going to show you the basics of me packing. Still filling up this gigantic box. Yeah. And I lost 2 souls. 2 souls of the poor peanuts. Huzzah. And it's almost packed tightly. But just for extra safety, we're going to put more. And let me see. But yeah, that's looking pretty good. I don't fill it all the way up. As you can see, there's still about a quarter of the way up to the top. If this was 100% like of $1, then it looks like 75% is mostly full. Now that I got it like that, I'm going to take it and I'm going to grab, well, you know what, sometimes I do tissue paper and a combination of worms. I think I'm going to grab some worms to add to this. It just depends on how big the package is and how much I really need to pack it nice and safely. As you can see in my box of goodies, I have some loose worms here. So I'm going to add the loose worms right on top of your boys in here. My gosh. Okay. This is a nightmare trying to hold this. And there's also confetti mixed in with the worms, and I'm just going to sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And lose several of those and get them stuck up my sleeve. Yeah. It's been a great night, I tell you. And then a few more worms. Nothing wrong with a few extra wormies. A few extra pieces of confetti, and I'm way out of the camera. And there's a bunny-shaped confettis too. Look at the little boys. It's hard to see. And I'm pretty happy with that. Again, there's still room, so now we're going to add the tissue paper. And shake the camera one more time. And I got tissue paper, and I usually just use blue and pink because it goes with the theme of my color scheme for my business. As you see on my Etsy shop, it's white, blue, and pink mostly, but I do deviate sometimes and do different pieces. This is only half of a piece of tissue paper. I typically cut one in half and then fold it hot dog style, hamburger style. For smaller packages, I have to fold it a little bit smaller. But this one, not too small, just a little, another little fold there. Should be just about the right size. Yeah, that's perfect. Although I realize now there's still a little too much room from the top of the box. So I'm going to add a little bit more worms. And this does happen quite frequently where I think I got enough packaging in it, but I don't quite. More worms. More worms. Alright. Back to the blue tissue paper. Oh, that's much better. We don't want too much room from the top of the box to the actual packaging because it could shift around while it's traveling and then you could have breaks. Now we have a plain piece of tissue paper to work with. Now I'm going to walk over here and I'm going to grab a little piece of plastic so I can pack up my business cards and other little trinkets. Hold that thought. Alright, now I got a little piece of plastic from where I work. I do retail on the weekends, and when I go there, I restock jewelry sometimes, and I get to keep the plastics. So, ding ding, bonus for me. I'm going to set that there. And then also for little freebies that come with my order, I put stickers, and I get these from Wish. Some people probably think I make them handmade, but I don't. But, you know, it's still a sticker, it's still cute, and it still goes with my theme because I only use rabbits. Although every time I buy these rabbit stickers from Wish, there's always a couple of cats mixed in, and I'm like, that's not a rabbit, it's a cat. Well, this is a rabbit. Look at the little cute baby. Now we're going to take that, open the cellophane baggie, slide the bunny down in here. And you know what? I'm recycling these by reusing these. And the plastic bags from Walmart, I know a lot of people don't like them, but I am reusing them, even though they're one-time use. We use them for trash cans, we use them for toting stuff, like if we're going from someone's house to the next. And I use them for packing, so I'm reusing. And anytime I get packing peanuts from an order that I buy personally, I reuse them. Anytime I get bubble wrap from an order, I reuse it. Same thing with the worms. I like to reduce, reuse, recycle. I was in FFA in school, and we were all about that jazz. One moment, let me grab my business cards for this. With my business cards, I always put 2 in the box. One for you and one for a friend, which has my information on the back. If it will focus. Which just says browse, shop, and tell a friend. Then it has my links to my Etsy shop, my YouTube channel, and my Instagram page. I do have other things like DeviantArt and stuff like that, but I don't use it very much, so it's fine. I'd rather put the things I actually update most frequently on here. It's more professional that way. I also have a Facebook Marketplace page, or like a Facebook business page. Again, I don't really use it much. Put the bunny in the front, and then one more little freebie comes with it. Hold that thought too, while I move past the coffee to get to it. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff over here. Okay. I kicked the peanut box. I'm probably going to wake my mom up and she's going to beat my butt for this. You're never too old for a butt whooping. Normally, I put bunny erasers that I get from Target, this little dollar section, into each of my orders. But since this is for a boy, I had these little food-shaped ones, which I just think are so cute. And there's tiny tacos and tiny pizzas in it. I think it's just pizzas and tacos. Yeah. So I'm going to put well, you know what? I'm wearing pizza. We're going to put a pizza in there because I'm wearing pizza. Pizza rules. So we're going to put a pizza in here. And yeah, I don't know what you're actually going to do with an eraser this small, but you could just set it somewhere. I just thought it was a little cute way to add a little extra fun to your order, and another little freebie for that. Next, I'm going to turn on my printer, because now we're getting ready for the technical part of this. Hold that. My old girl's a little loud cutting on, so you're going to hear her cranking up. And then I'm going to get ready to pull it up on my computer and, print out the shipping label and stuff like that. So, I'm trying to think of what I should do. Well, I got to print out the packing slip first. So let me just stop real quick and angle the camera towards my computer chair, and that way you can see me doing this part. See you guys in just a moment. And I'm back. And now I'm just sitting up at my computer because, well, let me angle you up just a teensy bit more. Tighten that in place. I have to tighten it really tight because I don't want it to just... My phone's not that heavy. It's not like a Note 9 or anything, but it's a little chunky because the battery's removable, so the battery's a thick boy. Anywho, I'm not going to point you directly at my laptop, which is in front of me, because I don't want to divulge personal information, but I'm going to print out the packing slip, which I will put down into this little envelope that I showed you that we were working on. And I'm going to go ahead and take it, and it is a pre-typed out message, and I just change it to personalize it to each person. So I say thanks, yada yada, hope you really love your new whatever it is, handcrafted Delta Rune cake toppers. I hope you and your, I really hope you love your, and I like to personalize it as much as possible. That's why you heard me going boo boo. I was trying to figure out where to add what I wanted to say. I really hope you and your son love your new handcrafted Deltarune cake toppers, because this is what I'm making, this is what they bought, yada yada. And now we're going to go ahead and go over the file, and we're going to print this file as soon as it connects to my printer. I do have it wirelessly connected because it's just better than actually having a wire plugged in with all this stuff in my room. It's just, oh my god, it would be too much. Alright, says it's ready, so we're going to go ahead and click print. And sometimes packing takes extra long because, hello, my printer wants to be picky and be lazy and not do its job. It's got one job, print out the papers. And my girl's doing it good this time. And we're heating the paper. And in the other tab, I have their information pulled up, which again, I'm not going to put on here. And I'm going to write his name on it. Well, the person who purchased it, not his son. But again, I'm not going to tell you all that. That's their personal business, not y'all's. My hair is like doing a thing. I was supposed to grab that before it fell on the floor, but it fell on the floor. Hold that thought. Come to me, paper. Okay. Now, you can see this cute little printed out packing slip. We're just going to hamburger, hot dog, fold this thing until the son comes home. And then we're going to personalize it by putting his name on it. So, hot dog. Jesus. I'm going to be hungry by the end of this video. Hamburger. At least you guys are keeping me company. Like I said, I don't usually get company when I'm packing. Keep folding, keep folding, keep folding. My printer likes to do a little jazz after it prints something, so ignore that. One more time over. Ah, gorgeous. Now we have a teeny tiny square that I actually fit inside of our plastic. Now I'm going to take a pen, and I'm just going to write the gentleman's name on it. Again, I'm not going to show his name, yada yada. You're just going to see me writing it. And where's her name? Da 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 da. Where is his name? Oh, there it is. I'm a little slow apparently. Can't even find the name for the person on the thing. Oh, anyways, let me write his name down on here. Let me write it long ways because it's going in there long ways. got his name on there. I'm going to slide this down into the thing with the business cards and everything else. Right behind the business cards so everything cute's on the front. Fold the flap over. Again, try not to show personal information. And then voila, we got the perfect little business card packaging with a freebie and another little freebie. Because I like to do freebies. Because we all love a nice little freebie. I always like a surprise too, so nothing wrong with that. Gonna take that, smack that old boy on top. Gorgeous, and that's wiggling around a lot, and I don't like that. Normally with the smaller packages they just barely squeeze in the box, so it's not really a problem, but for this one I'm just gonna do a little foldy fold of some tape and put it on the back where the name is, and I'm gonna tape that to the top of this tissue paper. Now no wiggle wiggle. Now, we're finally to the part where we're going to tape this box all the way shut. And then, well, let me go ahead and weigh it first, just in case I calculated the shipping weight wrong and need to add more peanuts or take out some peanuts. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I go a little overboard with the peanut weight, and then it gets rather heavy. So I'm just going to take this and set this over here. Turn on my little handy dandy weight scale. I know you're unset. I'm trying to set you. Okay, so that should be good. Take it, weigh it. And it's saying it's 12 ounces, and I had it listed at 8. Let me change that. Still about the same cost, so we're pretty good. And I'm going to change the unit to pounds, kilograms, just to see grams, what it would be in the other measurements. And then I lift the box and I weigh it multiple times. 12.0, 12.0, and 12.0, just to make sure that the weight is in fact correct. And then I'm going to put the scale up real quick, so give me just a moment. In the back, got that put away. We're going to grab our handy dandy tape now that we know the ounces, and I put them in the system. And we're going to tape up the box. And I think about every little detail when I'm folding this box. As such, I make sure that this tape lines up with this tape on the top. Like this would go down and all the way around, so I can wrap it all the way around several times. I don't put tape on the inside because you don't really need it. Just press it down, fold it down. Then we're going to grab our tape dispenser that's annoying. And yes, I've tried different tape dispensers. They're all very annoying. Unless you got like a really large box, which I've packed up really big boxes before for some really big orders. That took me a really long time. Five Nights at Freddy's gives me horror stories. Don't get me wrong, I love an order. We love a good order, but, oh buddy, did take a long time. Now I'm going to make you cringe for the next, like, 20 seconds getting this tape on here. And it doesn't have to be perfectly lined up. We don't mind a sloppy tape here. Mainly because, you know, hey, as long as it's on the box and it's taped down nice and tight, it doesn't matter if it's misaligned. Now I'm going to go around this box several times while being as loud as possible to wake up everyone inside my house at almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I might have to chop this video a little bit to make it a little less long. Ooh, buddy. My SD card on my phone is going to be full too. I'm just turning the box over, going to the back of the box. Well, not the back, the bottom. Flipping the box. And yes, I do flip these packages upside down. You can spin them all around and still be secure. Because after having 2 faux pas where my stuff ended up arriving broke, I tend to be a little more conscientious about how I pack my stuff. Alright, where are my scissors? There they are, right in front of me. And since I'm being lazy and I don't feel like ripping this off after I've done wrapped it around once or twice now. I'm just going to cut off the tape because I hate this tape dispenser. There we go. The excess bit hanging off right there. We're just going to, boop, perfect. Now we got a cute little taped up box with everything, all the good bits inside. Now we're going to take Sharpies because I really, really love personalizing things to make it look more cohesive, to make it look more like me. You know what I mean? You know how you like to decorate a notebook or your phone case or something like that? Or just put stuff around the house that makes you think of yourself, like pop vinyls or something. Keep my laptop awake and not let it go to sleep. I like to personalize my box with 3 specific colors. Blue and pink for my business cards, my business logo, my whole business style, and then orange. Because Etsy is an orange logo. It's all white with orange accents, so kudos to Etsy. We're going to start by writing on the side of the box where there's no tape. See this side? See that side? That's why we strategically make sure we tape it just as so. I'm going to write my business shop name right here. Try to write it in as pretty of handwriting as I can. Tickies. T-I-C-K-Y apostrophe big swirly S stickies, and let's just draw a little pink heart in the corner too. I know my S is a little scrunched up at the top, but it's still a cute S, and markers cannot be erased, so sometimes we live with our decisions. Trinkets. T-R-I-N-K. I'm pretty sure at this point you know how to spell my business if you're watching this. E-T. But just for good measures, I'm going to say it to you over and over. Tickies, trinkets, and then I'm going to draw another little cute, adorable heart in the corner. Got that. Ta-da! And I just dropped the marker on the floor, the one that I'm using next. See if I can grab it with my foot. Nope. Hold the thought. And now, to the other side of the box. Take your trinkets on that side. Other side, I like to write something a little positive about Etsy because I know a lot of people don't like Etsy, and I go back and forth with loving and hating it. But this year has been my year. And I haven't been able to say that in a while, because I've had some dark moments in the last couple of years, and hard times. But I'm powering through it. As you saw last year, with a lot of delayed videos and stuff like that, it's just, we all struggle sometimes. But I understand. My struggles might not be as big as yours, but I do understand, and I feel for you. But on this side, I'm going to put a little positive message about Etsy. I like to put generic positive sayings like Etsy makes it by hand, or Etsy makes it with heart. Etsy ships worldwide. Things like that. For this order, Etsy makes it personalized is what I think would be good. I've debated about getting stampers for the other side to stamp on my business logo, like getting personal stamp made here on Etsy. But I haven't gotten around to it yet. And I don't know, I like the handwritten stuff. Like, I mean, my packing slip's already pre-automated, so I don't know. Etsy makes it. If I just put Etsy makes it personal, it kind of sounds insulting or threatening. Etsy makes it personal. We take it personally. Etsy makes it personalized. I'm going to put for you. Etsy makes it personalized for you, because it just, I don't know, it sounds less threatening. For Oh my god, I just turned the O and U to an A. And then we're going to add some more cute little hearts all around the borders to make it nice and adorable. And Etsy makes it personalized for you. And yes, my handwriting is not pretty. Just because I'm good at some art doesn't mean I'm good at other arts. And some of the arts I'm not good at, sewing, handwriting. I can create beautiful things with my hands. Just the utmost gorgeous creations. But for some reason, I just become stupid when I pick up a pencil. And I've practiced my handwriting many a time. I took ECCE, which is Early Childhood Care and Training, for education, and I had to do print script handwriting. And guess what? I'm still not good at handwriting. Alright, I'm going to put that back up. Now, the only other thing I got left to do is actually print out their shipping label and tape it to the box, but I'm not going to show you that because it's just going to take another extra minute or so. So that is how long it takes me to pack an order. I'm pretty sure once I see this all together, I'll know how long it's been, but I'm almost positive it's been an hour because I know when I started it was like midnight and it's now 1 o'clock. I'm going to try to trim this video up and make it a little bit shorter for you guys, but I doubt that's going to happen. I doubt I'm going to make it I doubt I'm going to be able to make it too much shorter than it is because I really want to show you the raw, how long it takes me to pack an order. Because a lot of people think, oh, your prices are expensive. Yeah, I don't just have to make it. I have to make it, I have to bake it, sometimes paint it, and then glaze it. It's not easy. It's not easy. And if anybody thinks it is easy, go ahead and try it. It is easy to do it, but if you want to make it and make it well, it takes a lot of time, practice, and love. And I put a lot of time, practice, and love into everything I make. Obviously. I do also want to do another video later about my old art versus my new art. Just kind of a before and after kind of deal, but we're not doing all that tonight. Also, off camera, I wrapped up my second order, but I haven't packed that one up yet, but I'll do that after this, because this video's been way long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed this little inside look as to how long it takes me to pack like a jumbo order, and you could probably cut this time about 20-30 minutes down if it wasn't 3 whole sculptures, if it was just one in a smaller box. It wouldn't be nowhere near as many peanuts, nowhere near as many worms, not as much tissue paper, stuff like that, but I just want to show you for a large order how long it takes me to actually pack something. I genuinely do the best I can and as fast as I can, but sometimes I even get my mom, my sister, or my fiance to help me out with stuff, and yeah, it just sometimes it gets a little crazy. And if I get multiple orders at once, ooh, buddy, I lose my mind. And trust me, I procrastinate packing my orders. I hate packing. I love my art, and I love making you guys happy, but I hate packing. I hope we got to know each other a little bit better with all you guys, all my subs out there, all 210 right now. Thank you so much for the new people who subbed, and thank you to all my old loyal subscribers too. You guys mean the world to me. And hopefully one day we'll have a bigger family here on YouTube. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not, so I'm just going to be who I am and do what I love. And I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you enjoyed this video, and next week I will have another tutorial style video. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but you guys will see then, and I will let you know in advance on YouTube, on my little, you know, what is it called? The announcement section, where it announces what you're doing on your channel. Yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry this video was so very long, but I really wanted to get the raw footage and show you guys what I do. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down in the description below. And go check out my Etsy shop while you're at it. See everything. Buy it, don't, or just look, share a friend. As my business card says, browse, shop, tell a friend. And don't forget to like and comment as well, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next week video. Bye-bye, my bunnies.